Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to Toon Tuesdays, your weekly roundup of Newcastle United news. So the World Cup has ended and everyone's attention turns back to the Premier League, which is not far away at all now. And as for news on Newcastle, for the last week, a fair bit of it has actually happened today. And just before I do get into today's video, I want to give a quick mention to the charity match which is happening this Sunday, Newcastle Fans TV versus the Magpie Channel. It's at Great Park Community College, 1:30 kickoff this Sunday, and it's raising money for the Sir Bobby Robson Foundation. Obviously all the Newcastle Fan TV guys will be there, the Magpie Channel will be there. I am playing on the Magpie Channel side, so fingers crossed I can maybe get a few goals, but more importantly that we can get some money raised for the Bobby Robson Foundation. It's a great cause and they've got a Just Giving page, so even if you can't make it, I'll put a link down in the description. Make sure you check it out. Yeah, it's a great cause, so hopefully you guys can get involved. So today Newcastle are finishing their tour of Ireland and they are finishing it with a friendly against St Patrick's Athletic. It's on at 7:45 tonight, so I'm pretty much uploading this video as that game is kicking off. If you did want to watch it, you can do so over on the official Newcastle TV website. You can actually pay £4.95 to watch all of the pre-season friendlies, all of the away friendlies, not the one at St James's Park before the start of the season. Alternatively, I'm sure there might be a stream or on the radio somewhere. As for the teams, St Patrick's have actually started, they're already underway in their season, so they are likely to maybe have a bit more fitness than us, but I still like to see us get a win for the first friendly of the season. As for players, Mitro and Key will not be featuring as they are still on their extended break following the World Cup. And Dummett and Murphy have been ruled out through injury. Now, I'm hoping there's nothing serious there. I think if it was more serious, we would have heard about it by now. So I'm going to guess it's more down to either fitness or maybe just a little knock. He thought it was safer to leave them out. Other players who won't be featuring in the friendly are Colback, Survey, Lazar and Mbemba, because those four players didn't go to Ireland. We know Mbemba is linked with Porto, so it's likely that is why he didn't go. And then the other three we know aren't in Rafa's plans for next year. And didn't get taken to Ireland with him. It'll be interesting to see what does happen tonight. For anyone who did go out to Ireland to watch the game, big up, and I hope you enjoy it. We actually have another friendly a week today against Hull away as well. On the Tuesday night next week, 7:45 again. So the games are coming in and transfers have been slow. So we're just going to have to push on as we are really creeping in to the Prem now. Just under a month away until the Premier League kicks off. Some more news coming from Ireland. Rafa gave an interview today over there. Not amazing, to be honest. The things that he said that were great was that he's fully committed to Newcastle. The last thing we need is some managerial wars at this point. He obviously still hasn't signed his new contract yet, which I really hoped would have been sorted a long time ago. So as we're creeping into the season, is something going to get signed beforehand? And really, depending on what we do in this summer and how things have been working for Rafa, is going to be a big indication of what is going to happen with his contract. But other things he said was that we are looking to basically sell before we buy. Which is directly pointing at the fact that whatever money he had hoped to have gotten, or maybe he's always known, we don't know, whatever money we were hoping on getting doesn't seem like it's coming our way. Hence why he's talking about having to sell to buy. Another thing he said, which is just a repeat of last season, a repeat of last summer, which, yeah, it's really annoying to hear, is that he basically said that due to speed, and he actually wanted to be done with his transfers at this point, so you could have his team, you could hit the pre-season training, and it hasn't happened. And this is, I'm pretty sure I would have made a Toon Tuesdays probably this exact date last year, saying the exact same thing. Rafa didn't get what he wanted by this point, and I know it's not as easy to just buy him and him because you wanted him. Things don't always work out, but to have him say that and say that he hasn't hit his top targets and he's now looking down the list of who he can sign next is disappointing. It is, but it's what we do next. I am still confident we can get done what we need to get done, but it was nice for Rafa to just tell it like it is. You know, he's committed to the club. He's got the players who are at the club are hard working. They want to be there and they do care about the club and the fans. But at the same time, he clearly sounded disappointed that he isn't where he wanted to be at this point in the pre-season. Something else that happened today is we announced the third kit. I think it looks pretty decent. I think of the 3 kits we've released, the away kit is my favourite. But the third kit is available from the 3rd of August. Now, I've already mentioned to you guys and talked to you guys about the new home kit being released back when we signed Key. But what I haven't discussed is the backlash that has basically come along with it, because the home kit for adults is 65 quid. And what I thought was an even bigger shock was that for juniors, it's 50 quid. And there's been a lot of people very unhappy with the prices of the kits for the upcoming season. On the 3rd kit release on Twitter, I had looked down the comments. The amount of comments, people saying, can I get it on loan? Can I pay 20 quid now and 45 quid at the end of the season? Because the kits have come out. They're expensive. And then we haven't really spent any money. We've got Key on a free. We've got Kennedy on loan. We've got Dubravka, obviously, for the 4 million. So, I think it's too expensive. I do, I'll be honest, I think it is expensive. And I'm not saying that if you want it, you shouldn't spend the money to go and get it, because that is completely up to you. But for me, I just think it's a bit expensive. I do. If we go out and sign some huge money signing players and the money's all going in the right place, it just feels a bit like we haven't really got anything. As for transfers this season and the build up to the new season, Rafa's not very happy with how the transfers are going by the sounds of things. And then to slap out 3 new kits at 65 quid, don't think it's great. And the 3rd kit, when are we wearing it? If we were in Europe maybe, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about the prices down below. As for a bit of transfer news, as I said, we've got Kennedy on loan. I was very happy about that. Would have loved the permanent signing, but as I've mentioned already, it is just the loan. Players going out, I've mentioned it in numerous videos now that it looked like Merino was on his way, and he officially has moved on to Real Sociedad. He's had pictures over there with the new strip and stuff. So 10 million, it's money we can put back into signings. But I liked them. I wanted him to stay. Obviously, we're looking at letting Mbemba go. It looks like Mitro is going. So, money is hopefully on its way in so that Rafa can go out and make the signing he wants. But at the same time, as I mentioned, it sounds like he's already missed a couple of his top targets. So, we'll have to see what happens there. But best of luck to Merino. Hope he gets the game time he wants. And yeah, I am a bit disappointed with that one. Just need to hope we go out and bring someone else in to replace him. Not just Key. Go out and spend some money and bring in a decent midfielder. So we are 1 midfielder down, and news has broke that Hayden has handed in a transfer request. Really did not see that one coming at all. Apparently he wants to be closer to his family. Rafa has basically said that he's looking after the situation, he's given him a few days off, and he wants him to stay at the club. I know Hayden didn't feature hugely last season, but in the championship season I thought he had a lot of promise. And I wouldn't like him to just see him walk out the door. So, especially if Merino's gone, we don't know what's going to be happening with hopefully bringing in a new midfielder. We don't want to let Hayden go just yet, of anything. If we do let him go, and he does want to go, and there's a decent fee on the table, apparently Brighton are interested in Hayden already, we need to make sure if we do let him go that we have the replacements to come in. And that's it, guys, so I hope you have enjoyed the video. If I've missed any news, make sure to let me know down in the comments, and also feel free to comment on what I've discussed in today's video. Fingers crossed for Newcastle against St. Patrick's Athletic tonight, and as I said, the next friendly is a week today against Hull, so things are really kicking in. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. As always, drop a like if you are enjoying this series. And I'll catch you later.